Yeah, but check it though, man. Like, let me repeat it, man. What I'm saying is this though, bro. Like, the wack100 kid, right? I feel like son ain't necessarily doing anything wrong. He sat down. He's an entertainer like the rest of these dudes. A lot of these dudes are really taking this street shit way too literal in 2021 when a lot of these niggas is in the street based off of industry situations like music. And when you're in the street or doing anything and it's all related to music, it's like a different dynamic because there's different levels to the street. So they be running around. A lot of them niggas is like entertainment street guys where there's limitations to that because a lot of those dudes that's entertainment street guys are not really willing and ready to go all the way like a nigga in the street that's not connected to no type of glitz and glam like that. So it's two different sets of opinion now. The wack100 kid sat down with this kid, right? Well, in my opinion, I watched him. He told the kid, I don't really want to mention that kid name, because I don't personally like that kid personally, because I know them niggas personally. Free my son Drama, so they be mentioning, Chadi, Mel, and the rest of them. Freedom too, Nuke. But my son, that's a personal friend of mine that I grew up with, my son Drama from Kingsborough, he got caught up in that shit. So, but they just be, he just told that kid that kid wasn't no gangster. He said, you ain't no gangster, you not who you are now. What came out of the conversation, because the little nigga, he just so energetic, he just think he really a gangster. He start mentioning things other than that. And, so a lot of things came out of that. But first and foremost, the kid, he's not a gangster. That's it. I mean, was he making certain calls and did he do certain things that the homies admitted that it was based on the money. So when money is involved, these niggas was willing to roll out because they were just trying to get on. These niggas was just in the hood trying to get on, and that's what happened with them niggas. So they got caught up. The little nigga told he's a rat. That's it. Like, he ain't nobody special. He's just a rat. Got his backwards. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas is
but look.
Well, I hear you. What you said?
Now I'm just saying this, right? You call yourself a G. You talk about if you trying to knock somebody else podium down, right? Like, if you stand on something and you live by something, then how could you deal with a rat? Doesn't matter if he's acting rat or a fake rat. A rat's a rat. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, though, man. But when you look at niggas in the industry, like, both of them niggas is like, once you that's like taking the oath as police, like, because you got thug niggas as police, but ultimately, initially, you pledge to uphold the law against anybody that's breaking that. So, first and foremost, you gotta work your way into that title and get trusted before you could do anything criminal or anything, because you police. That's as you CO, whatever you are, you took an oath to uphold the law. So, at the end of the day, you're still an officer. Like, no matter how tough you think you are, where you from, you chose to be police. So now when these niggas choose to be like entertainers and they sat down with this nigga, he is a rat. That's a fact. But he just sat down with the rat. And you know what I mean? So he's still an entertainer at the end of the day, though. He took.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. But listen, you my man. I respect you. I respect your point of views and all that. I'm always going to respect where you're coming from, right? But at the end of the day, right, when we talk about situations like this, that dude put people in jail.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He took an oath to follow something. Regardless if he did it just to get the money or to do whatever he want, he gave the green light and pushed the button on certain people. So he's no longer just a regular rapper no more. Now you're playing against the role. So I'm not giving that dude no platform to voice nothing. We no good. You know what I'm saying? If that dude in jail, it's like a dude in jail. Hey, listen, it's like a dude right here in prison, right? Because the dude got some drugs. He's a rat, but he got drugs, and he's going down on the regular, and making news now because I'm eating from him, I'm getting that drug from him. He's cool. Nobody can touch him because he's under blue. He's under blue. No, that don't change the fact. You protecting the rat. You're giving a platform to rat because that rat gonna wear a gold chain. Sometimes he's gonna act tough, knowing that he got the crazy backup, and that's what happens. If you support a rat or you give a platform for a rat, what type of game is on?
I gotta admit to that. I gotta agree with that, man. But see, the thing is, I don't. The whack kid is, is official, but I don't see him as a street nigga like that right now because he in the entertainment. Once you cross over to that entertainment realm, you kind of like take the veil off a street nigga because these niggas will do whatever it takes to generate notoriety and popularity. So that's how I look at the whack kid. Whatever he might have done, he ain't ratting on. But right now, he's in the entertainment business. So whatever he did, he knew for a fact that it was going to generate something that was going to keep him relevant. So I don't know how to view him, but other niggas like myself, I don't have no conversation for that kid. I don't want anybody that's not an entertainer to have a conversation for him. You see him in passing, you don't entertain him. You ain't going. I'm not even telling niggas they got to clap him or do anything because niggas be doing all that. Just don't fuck with that nigga. He don't even deserve it. His name don't even deserve to be mentioned. None of that. Like, it's just, in my opinion. But as far as that rap kid, he's an entertainer in a sense. So he's, he get a pass in a sense to have sat down with that nigga because again, he's in a game that generates notoriety, interest through controversy. So I think, and I can understand him doing it. And these niggas are taking it too literal with all his he's supposed to be he's an entertainer like the rest of these niggas are. Even responding and calling him out publicly and brings attention to these niggas that's in the entertainment industry. So everybody is kind of capitalizing off that shit no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Even this conversation could go and be considered as capitalization because that nigga's popular. That's just what it is because he's a rat. He's a popular rat. That oath you spoke of, though, that is, I can't accept. He didn't even believe in that oath. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it doesn't matter. But excuse me. But it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. He took the oath. So if he took the oath, you know what comes with that. You know the consequences of certain things, not to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be saying. That when you decide you're going to claim this right here or claim that right over there, you know what comes with that. So you know the consequences that come with that as well. You know there's no telling. So if you decide to eat cheese and decide to perform like it's all right what he did, nah. My man, there's still no good. I would never give him that platform. My point is that he should never get no platform from nobody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's no good. He's poison. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you give him a little bit of platform, that gives him more energy from other people. Well, listen, my man right here gave him some air room, then I can give him some air room. Because he did it, I can do it too. That's the problem.
That is a fact. Like, once niggas gave him air, niggas should have never even talked to him. Like, but since niggas did, is like, that's the only, I'm not saying that it was right that niggas should have just squashed them and never really brought them back to life, but this is bringing them back to life in a sense. And niggas, like, I don't believe that niggas should have talked to him, but I'm not knocking that the kid did it because that kid is an entertainer as well, and it generated interest for him. So I can't fault him for talking to him, but because everybody's benefited off of that shit, though. That's really where I'm at with that kid. I don't think he should have been spoken to.
See,
left alone, and that's it.
Yeah, and see, like I said again, I respect where you coming from always. I'm always going to respect and give you your voice and listen to what you got to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
It's like, if that dude ever try to call me, like, and say, yo, I need you to do this, nah, you fucking with a rat. How am I gonna sit in the same chair and you put a rat and sit in that chair? You got to burn that chair. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be in a lifestyle. So how do I look on you to give an interview to a rat?
That's the picture. That's the only angle right there. The lifestyle that he claimed with this thing of ours, you know, that he claimed. So that really is where it makes it a little worse because he claimed the lifestyle. So that make it look a little crazy. You know, and that's the problem. That's why I don't think the gang shit should be in the entertainment industry, because there's a lot of things that get crossed that don't even go with the lifestyle. But niggas do it and they gotta do it because of entertainment and generating interest. There's a bunch of shit that these niggas be doing and talking and dry snitching, but they gotta do it in order to even be popular. Like, you know what I'm saying? In order to even have a fucking buzz. So that shit don't even match all the time, because there's things that nobody's supposed to be doing. No conversation. The way some of these niggas be talking to each other and spilling secrets and that's like crazy to me. Like, so the gang shit kind of like, you know, it don't necessarily fully belong in this business, in that business, the way it is, in my opinion, because niggas cross lines so much that they don't keep moral factors in place, because niggas just be saying stupid shit all the time, like without nothing.
Yeah, that's like giving Glaze, another dude, giving Glaze mad airroom, giving him opportunity to get on his own shit. You know, same shit, my man. Alpo, Glaze, all of them dudes that use their incident to become popular. Nobody's supposed to fuck with them dudes. Alpo's no good. He got a man in fucking ADX prison. You know what I'm saying? That's why DC don't like us. You know what I'm saying? Dudes like him. Then you got this dude, Gray, talking about writing books about his lifestyle and naming certain dudes. Come on, man.
What you talking about?
Ah, man. Huh?
What do you
I hear you. Oh, Glaze.
Oh, Glaze? Oh,
Glaze.
Oh, that nigga. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's another one. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no good, homie.
Yeah.
I just want to get that dude platform. I think no good. Fuck how many dudes he killed, how many dudes he rolled with. So what? You know what I'm saying?
That shit is crazy to me, man. It's a different time and era, man. Like, and I'm not even giving that excuse, but it's so like, that's crazy. You don't even got to leave your house now in order to be tough. Like, a lot of these dudes, when you start hearing some of these dudes, man, niggas like, yeah, because you know I was outside that club and I was running around. It all revolve around like entertainment shit. Like, you don't really be like straight from the block. Like, you don't. Everything be around entertainment. So it's like the entertainment is the new streets, I guess, man. It's the internet, the entertainment world. All that shit is the new streets, and that I'm not used to streets being like that, where if we beefing it go viral. Like, I don't even understand how that shit works. So I personally, I've been out of that lifestyle period, but the mere fact of today I even beef with a nigga or I disagree with a nigga, I'm scared it's gonna go a different way virally, and now we gotta be beefing publicly, or either I gotta let this nigga embarrass me publicly, or I gotta come back, and because then I'm gonna want to do something to him, and I know it's already on display to the world now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy though, so I don't even really indulge in that shit though, because
listen. If you would never ask me this question, I would never. I'll just keep my opinion to myself. You know what I'm saying? But being that we be speaking about certain things, and we got this dialogue, of genuine respect for each other, my man, I'm gonna always keep it official with you, and never put no chase on it. Get it like straight to the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like we were just talking about Larry, right?
Yeah.
And this is one of the articles about Larry, right? And this says right here that in November 9, 1986, a team of 27 police and detectives assembled around the apartment building of two of Lobby's sisters, where he had been staying. The police claimed Lobby was a suspect in 7 murders, including that of 4 drug dealers. It says, into the apartment, police forced their way into the apartment, and his sister, along with his sister friend, and they 4 children that was inside. Lobby quickly retreated to the room and started shooting. The sister started screaming, "My babies are back there, my babies." You know what I'm saying? I mean, how can you give respect to a dude like this? Okay, what he did was some glorified shit. A lot of dudes would never did that. I'm not knocking that. But at the same token, this dude was a scumbag. He done a lot of foul shit. You know what I'm saying? The dudes keep forgetting. You know what I'm saying? And they keep glorifying him like he was some kind of motherfucking vanguard for the black people. That dude was a scumbag. He was killing black and Hispanic people for the police. You know what I'm saying? People keep forgetting that. They keep forgetting the part that he held hostage. He had his real niece and his real nephew in front of him like a shield. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
Then he comes to jail, and then he telling dudes suck the wee-wee, like these other foul motherfuckers around here. Telling dudes suck the wee-wee, throwing dee-wee on dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, popping lines. He had a beef with Magoo. He had a beef with Dizzy. I mean, I can name a whole bunch of dudes. Motherfucking Stitchy cut him on Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? You know, that dude was a scumbag. And still today, dudes be pumping him up like he was a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no stand-up dude, man. You can't reach the top. It only takes one major incident for you to come back down to the dirt. And it's never reached back to the top. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. You know? Dudes.
Man.
Huh?
Fact, you're right though. I mean, listen, man. Like, certain things is above my pay grade, above my grade, because I never certain things. You know, I'm from the block, man. I'm from Parkland, Saratoga, man. Born and raised. There's nothing ever like to be disputed about where I come from, what I did, my contribution to things. So there's levels that I've been on. So the conversations you speak of are real prison maximum security matters. Even dudes that might have been there wasn't technically even involved in some of the politics and some of the things that you was involved in. They might have been on a tier with you. They might have been around you. But a lot of dudes, they just been around. They're not even, you know what I mean, like you. So when you mention certain things and you discuss your feelings about the Larry kid, like, you was around that man for some time, intricate. We were around each other prior to any of that shit that transpired between you and him. And a lot of other people always vouch that his energy in the prison system was a bit different. Like, you know, he wasn't as respectful. He was a gate monster. You know, people in prison take that shit serious. Those are prison rules that you cannot be breaking, and you just got to follow them shits. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how that shit go, you know? All that stuff on the gate, that shit'll get you fucking poked. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna tell you like that. Yeah. So I don't take that away from you, bro. Like, I promise you that.
No, I know that. Yeah, but you know, after you put this up, you know, dude's gonna be beefing. Oh, but he did this, he did that. Yeah, he took my cake. He was telling me he wasn't gonna give me my cake back. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's what it is, man. Yeah.
I mean, listen, bro. Like the real basis of the conversation is just understanding what lines is crossed now in this new age of world, man. Like, the individuals that we spoke of, you know what I mean, the things that's happening and the people that's giving them notoriety is giving them notoriety. It's also giving them notoriety, and the people who speaking about it is giving them notoriety. So it's a culture where there's a new lane for individuals, such as bloggers, to be like mentioning these topics, having conversations about these topics, and these topics being interest because they mention these people, man. The morals you speak of, a lot of these dudes be throwing that shit out the window. They don't be giving a fuck about that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I see the dude, for example, that fucking racist, low-life scumbag Bones. That motherfucker, that's the dude's name, that fucking cracker. His name is Bones.
Who's that?
That motherfucker, huh?
Who's Bones?
That's the dude that flooded the gallery. That dude, that piece of shit cracker, they be calling us racist, calling us spits and niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at currently?
Yeah. So, anyway, that motherfucker there, when he had a little bit of tobacco, he had a little bit of this, motherfuckers really sell out for that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That dudes be dealing with a motherfucker, and then when you tell a motherfucker, like I told the dude over here one time, I said, yo, listen, you just moved there. Be careful who you fuck with on that side. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to tell him that without going into a whole big thing. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't going to die, brother. I'm telling him, yo, man, listen, that dude is no good. Don't fuck with that dude, right? They start fucking with the dude. After the dude ran out, that shit that they had ran out, what he did? Started banging on his wall, calling him a nigga, telling him, yo, come out. Early in the morning, he's knocking on his wall, telling him about, come out and go pick some cotton, nigga. Hey, nigga, let's go. Let's go out. Gotta go pick up some cotton. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the little racist dude.
Yeah. So, and like I told the dude before, I said, yo, my man, that dude is no good. I told you, don't fuck with that dude. But you decided not to listen to me because you think I'm trying to start trouble, and you want to fuck with the dude. Don't fuck with me. I don't want you to say nothing to me. Go about your business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I try to tell you, but these dudes today, doesn't matter. That mother got that little bit of, and that, that's my man, he could do. Nah, I don't know. That's, if you sell yourself for that, you sell yourself for anything. You know what I'm saying?
And next time we build, man, I gotta let you respond. I mean, you be wilding, but it's a few responses up there, that I want you to, just acknowledge, man. A lot of individuals have some questions, so do some Q&A soon, man, for you, man. Some questions and answers, man, about the Caballo situation.
Did you find the one talking about, they was asking me about my climbing?
I gotta get that name. I'm gonna get that name. The brother just left a serious comment up there the other day. A lot of brothers be still in their feelings about the Caballo situation. That shit, like, still get comments every day about that shit, like,
Yeah, but listen, fucking let them keep coming. They punch our shit up. You know what I'm saying? You see it? Listen, my man, I'm right here with three of them right here, right now. I fuck with two of them hard. You know what I'm saying? And I told them about the situation, right? You know what they told me?
What?
He said, yo, you right. I can't be mad at you. You're telling the truth. That man did this and that man did that, but you got to remember, he's the face of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just knock him down either like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I told you, soon I start dealing with dudes, I told you, listen, somebody might tell you that I was talking about this dude, but I'm going to tell you what I said so you get a better understanding. You get it directly from me. And I tell them what I said. And, they understand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the older ones, a lot of them is young too, though, right?
Huh?
A lot of those Patia dudes that I came across is like young and shit. They're not even that old.
Yeah, but the ones that, but listen, you got a couple that they were speaking about that shit. One dude, they was talking about he was with me. Every time I come to jail, I got a kufi on. I be walking around with a kufi. I be a liar. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know me because I never wear kufi in population. I wear kufi when I go on a drive, and that's because just to have it on. You know what I'm saying? I have something on blue. You know what I'm saying? I had blue kufi. I gave it to my little man next door. I gave it to him the other day. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about shit like that. I don't got to have some blue beads or kufi or blue handkerchief to say that I'm who I am. You know what I'm saying? My name alone, Jews know who I am. So when I say who I am, first thing they're gonna say, yo, hold up, that's so and so, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, dudes be playing games. You know?
Man, like it wasn't really controversy. We might get some controversy. Just really wanted to know your opinion on sitting down with individuals that told, and if it's even allowed. But they should. I mean, they granted Sammy the Bull an interview, man. But you know, they gave him an interview. You know, a few of them set you up. He done wrote books and all that. The white rats get famous. White Boy Rick and all them niggas got movies made about them. Our rats. You know what I'm saying? Because we got rats. It's just, it is what it is. Mexican rats get killed. Like, you know what I mean? But the white rats get movies made about them. This is fact.
You know the brother S.I., rest in peace, right? S.I., right? Rest in peace. See him? I could deal with him. You know what I'm saying? You know, when he was alive, we was together, we used to talk about a lot of things. But he always kept it on some official shit, and that's what I respected about him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes be talking shit about him now that he's gone. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? To me, he was an official dude. He stood up for his people. You know what I'm saying? He stood up for what he was riding with. You know what I'm saying? And I respected that. You know what I'm saying? But for some of these other dudes that don't really know him, though. You heard me?
Yeah, I heard you.